Okay, so this is the last day of review, so I just want to go over the exam format. I've mentioned this earlier, but we'll just review it one last time. So exam is on Monday. It's a paper exam, obviously. The only reason they mentioned that is because, COVID years, they were having electronic options. So you'll start out with 30 multiple choice questions with no calculator, 6 minutes, 60 minutes. So that average is 2 minutes per question, roughly speaking. And then you'll go into 15 multiple choice questions that are calculator allowed for a 45-minute period. So when you look at the multiple choice, it's 2 minutes per question for no calculator, 3 minutes per question for calculator. Okay, that's kind of the average. And then you'll keep your calculator out. They'll give you 2 free responses. So each free response is 15 minutes, 9 points. And then what they'll have you do is they'll have you put your calculator away, and then you will open up a free response, the last 4 questions. And so what you will have, and again, it's still 15 minutes per free response question, 9 points each, just like you're used to the whole year. I've been giving you questions like that. These are no calculator. So what happens is this last hour, you actually have all 6 of the questions in front of you. So if you wanted to go back and work on the calculator free response, you could. You just don't have a calculator out. So you can still work on 1 and 2 if you want to. But really that 60 minutes should be devoted to the 4 no calculator questions. So big picture, we're looking at, being confident of about 70% of the questions. And if you can do that, you will get a very strong 5. So, 70%, that would be 21 here. That would be maybe 10 here. And then shoot for about 6 points out of 9, for each free response question. So if it's a 3-part question, shoot for making sure you know how to do 2 of the 3 parts or something like that. So that's kind of a good strategy. Again, the test is not meant to be finished. I can't say it enough. It's meant to showcase what you know. And so if you can show that you know about 70% of the material, they'll give you 5. That's 5 level. So if you can about half the material, that's still a 4. So that's kind of where the data shakes out. Okay, so where will you be taking the exam? You will be taking the exam in the FLS, I believe. I think it's in your College Board account. They actually load that into your profile, location of the exam. It's also, I think, in the announcements. Okay, so for today, can I consistently and correctly apply the appropriate techniques to solve a potpourri of multiple choice and free response question? So that's our essential question. Take away from the video. So really video is kind of a pump you up sort of thing, right? You're smarter than you give yourself credit for. Everybody's got little nerves going into this. Just put those aside. The big ideas are, can I differentiate and can I integrate? So those are the big ideas. Can I talk about tangent lines? Can I talk about area, right? Accumulation. Those are the big ideas. I believe that you can. So, if you're having a little confidence issue, just know that I believe that you can do this. When you don't know what to do what you know. Okay. And it boils down to those big ideas. Can I differentiate? Can I integrate? And then just keep your pencil moving. Keep that flow of thought going out onto your paper. Don't get frozen. Okay, so the agenda for today, I loaded up the 2019 practice exam for you to time and pace yourself. It's a full exam. So when you open up the multiple choice, you're going to see 45 questions. The first 30 are no calculator. The last 15 are calculator. And then when you open up the free response, you'll see 6 questions. And I didn't open it up, but I'm sure it's the first 2 are calculator and the last 4 are no calculator. I have, obviously you get the feedback for the multiple choice right away. The free response, I've never done this before, but I set it at the student scores themselves on the free response. And I'm thinking what that means is that after you get done working the free response and submit the assignment, that they actually push out the rubrics to you so you can see the solutions. That's what I'm guessing. So I need feedback from you to let me know if that's in fact the case. Work on what you feel like you need to work on right now. I don't care if you start with the multiple choice or the free response. Just try kind of keep mind of that pace. One free response should take you 15 minutes. If you're doing the multiple choice, pick, a chunk of multiple choice to do. Maybe you're picking 10 no calculator questions, should take you 20 minutes. You know what I mean? Maybe you want to do all 30 of them and spend a solid hour. I don't know how you want to break that up, but try to keep that pacing just to see if you can do it. Okay. Aim for about 70% correct. Homework for tonight or for the weekend, because it just happens to be a Monday exam this year. Get a good night's sleep, eat a good breakfast, charge your calculator, do some self-care. Okay, we don't need to study from now until Monday morning. So go in feeling really good and confident. Is that right? Okay. I think that's about it. Oh, yeah. That the light review is the practice exam. Okay, so that's it. Yep. So